Hello. It is day 106, and I'm just a good boy. Just a good boy hanging out with the lads. You're the lads, ladies and gents. I I'm very tired. I don't know why. I felt great all day, and then like it hit me like a rock or something. My sleeping habits have been so strange, and are finally starting to equalize, but I still feel funky. I still feel funky. I still feel weird. The top down lighting is doing my hair a lot of favors right now. I like that you could see right through the forest of my scalp. Anyway, um, I'm not sure where to go with this today. I have a good week planned. I finally got back into all my scheduling and things like that. I used to be a very, or not used to be, I'm a very like, if I don't have a rigid schedule with every day marked off, almost every hour, um, with daily, weekly, monthly goals and plans, if I don't have that and follow it more or less to a T, I become completely untethered from reality and degrade rapidly and violently. It's just how I am. The only time I've ever been able to survive without that type of thing is when I'm out of the country. I don't follow anything like that when I'm traveling or whatever. But when I'm home, I am so liable to slouch into a sort of semi tolerable sloth that I have to plan everything. And I have to vigorously attune myself to my own intentions, or I truly fall apart. Um, I'm not the type of person to, I'm not like a type A person, but I have to force type A qualities onto myself, or I will just totally end up where I am, become what I've become. I'll gain weight, I'll do nothing, I'll just, fester and I'll just, quietly, um, quietly gravitate towards every form of misery available to me and just sink, a millimeter a year until I'm fully submerged, a decade later. Um, so January, February, March, April, I was like, perfect with my scheduling. I mean, every day, every week, every month, super in tune, super recorded, super well documented, well planned, and everything went very well. And then May, June, so many things happened, so many. I all my attention went elsewhere, and all those things just completely fell apart. And so I've just been completely fucking untethered, floating in space. And that's a lot of what you're seeing in these past videos, this past month. Um, but today I finally, worked up the gumption because, I've been like dreading clicking on the app or like looking at my notes. I've been like putting it off, putting it off, putting it off. Don't want to experience the feeling. But today I took a few hours and I went through it and I recalibrated everything, and I cut off, all of the gangrenous, false, plans that are already past their due date, and I rebuilt it all and put things in order the way they were before. And ideally, this is the beginning of a good start. Everything is starting to even out, with the exception of not being entirely sure when my other half will be around. But other than that, I mean, it won't be long. But other than that, everything is kind of panning out, and I'm starting to reacquire some degree of focus. I wish I could get sleep on check. I feel like I have jet lag. I'll be like fine and then randomly feel like I'm gonna collapse for like 2 hours. That's really how jet lag feels. Jet lag, you're just like jet lag. You're like you feel good and you're out to dinner in whatever country you flew to, and then like suddenly you're literally about to like face down into the mashed potatoes. That's jet lag. That's how I feel lately. Just totally zonked out. Um, for the record, I set my alarm for like noon. Woke up for like 5 minutes, pet the cat, fell back asleep till like 3 o'clock. That's not good. I mean, I needed the sleep. It's not like I overslept. I still probably barely got 8 hours, um, but yeah, I feel good. I feel all right. I don't feel great about this. You know, my hair is thinning rapidly because I stopped the topical minoxidil. I might take oral minoxidil to see what happens. Get some facial hair on my eyes and have heart palpitations. Or maybe I should just get a haircut and like get a haircut where it doesn't like immediately accentuate how thin my hair is on top. Maybe that would be a reasonable thing to do, right? Um, but that's it. I feel pretty good. I'm low energy, but I feel good about what I've done and what's coming. I've set the bar pretty low, as is the standard for, returning to or rebuilding a routine. You set that bar kind of low. Don't go, I'm going to read for 2 hours every day. It's like, relax. Read for 10 minutes. You don't need to read for 2 hours. What are you, fucking Aristotle? Chill. Um, that type of thing. But I will see you tomorrow, and we can check in. And bit by bit, I should be, I got a plan. Bring the whiteboard back. Talk about, 2.0, losing 80 pounds 2.0. Work up the gumption to weigh myself in a little bit, and keep moving. Keep grooving. Have a good day. Have a good week. If your week is starting as well, and you know, anyone gets in your way, anyone gives you any trouble, don't be a passive aggressive. I have no tolerance for that. If I sense passivity in someone, I instinctually rip their larynx out and fucking and eat it. I drizzle it on my own mouth and swallow it whole. So don't be like that. It's disgusting. Someone gives you trouble, firm. Load your right leg, load your back leg, load your thighs. Get a little low. Feel the bounce in how much you've loaded your quad, and then just using any fast twitch muscle fibers God has given you. Maybe you don't have any, maybe you have a couple. Just lurch forward as fast as you can and shoulder bump the person giving you trouble really hard. And they're going to go flying. If they're not prepared for it, they're going to be launched. You can do this to anyone that gets in your way. Old lady who doesn't thank you when you hold the door. Young lady that doesn't thank you when you hold the door. Young man that doesn't thank you when you hold the door. Old man at the coffee shop that you don't like. You could do it to anybody. You get one. You probably get one a year where you could probably not get in trouble. You go, I don't know what happened. I don't know. I felt weird. You could probably do it every once in a while and get away with it. Just one solid slam. And you'll feel good. You'll remember the look on their face. Oh, they're flying. Oh, they can't believe it. They can't believe they just got launched. It's good to do that. That's my advice for you on this week. You know, shoulder check someone as hard as you possibly can for no good reason. And then play stupid. That's my advice.